Hey guys, Philip Lopez, aka Uncle Phil here with nichesbecrazy.com. Maybe I can put that on here real quick. nichesbecrazy.com. That's my blog, guys. My little website, kind of a silly name. Let's do this real quick. nichesbecrazy.com. You can go check out my stuff there, guys. I got some reviews, some tips, and whatnot. I also have a YouTube channel. You can go check that out as well. And a Facebook group, right? So you can find me on Facebook. Tell you what, guys. Let me share this on Facebook real quick. I'm trying to do something a little different here, where I'm sharing this on my fan page so I can actually get some stats on the people that watch my stuff. That's one tip off the top of your head. So one thing that I want to share here, guys, is, let's see, what did I even title this? Let me double check real quick. Hold on. I think it's one thing that can help any business, something like that. So give me a second, guys. Let me just go over to my page and share this out. All right, let's share this out. So one thing that can help you make more money with any business. This is true, guys. So it's something that I was actually some training I was going through, and it's absolutely true, right? It's not any kind of gimmick or anything like that. It's just something that's very, very congruent with what I've come across, right? So what I'm going to tell you is that it's what's it called? That it's being close to the truth. So like, here's the thing: is that you know, a lot of businesses or a lot of people in a certain business or whatever, they don't seek the truth. They don't seek to know the real truth of things, right? They seek to, let me take this off real quick. They kind of get stuck with old thinking, or they kind of, you know, I did a couple bullet points here real quick. They kind of get, here, you know what? Let me share this real quick. I keep forgetting this on my phone or on my thing here. Let's go to a group. Hey, how do I share to a group? What's it called? They keep, you know, have old thinking, and they might be in love with an idea. So let me see, where is that? Might be in love with an idea. You know, it might be like, because like when I first started, I just was in love with the idea of making money, you know, and anything I had to do to make money. So that's super untargeted. It's super, so anything that would make me money, I would fall in love with, right? But the thing is that it didn't really mean that it was something that I even liked or that I even thought was ethical. So that's a problem on its own, right? So that's something that's a problem, right? That's something that you want to look out for, right? Whatever you're doing, make sure that it's something that's actually ethical. Make sure that it's something that you think is actually going to help you in the long run. Not something that's going to be, make sure that's going to be something that you're actually going to be able to do for more than a day or a week, you know, because I had stuff that I came across and it's actually going to be around for more than a day or a week, because I started doing some stuff when I first started and I didn't really know much about it. You know, I really didn't know, what's it called? What I was doing. I didn't learn about the product. I just wanted the money, you know, and that's a problem on its own, because if you're just in it for the money, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, wanting money or whatever, but it's called, you're just in love with the idea of having money, you know, and I think you have to have a little bit more than that. You got to try to really, really help your audience, right? Help your audience find a solution to their problems, right? And I'm trying to figure this out and get this all, you know, shared out to something. Let me see, just a second, guys. I cannot figure. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's share this to my group real quick. There we go. All right. So that's one thing that really, really keeps people from really, really progressing, or making more money with their business. It's not seeking the truth, right? And it's because they might be in love with certain ideas, right? I see this on Shark Tank all the time. Like, people say like, oh, but I've been building up this business forever. And sometimes maybe you got to either sell it off or let it go or something like that. And it's just because you're in love with the idea. It's not really something that's really that great for you, right? It's just that you kind of just want it to be that way, right? And that's something that could be a problem, right? So stay closer to the truth by realizing that maybe this isn't for you, maybe something that should be automated in the background working for you, or maybe you should just sell it off completely, right? Or stop doing it just in general, right? Another thing is that it's the way it's always been, right? So like, the thing is that you know, like what's it called, something I've been listening to is, and that kind of makes sense to me, is that you know, you see other marketers say the money is in the list. They say all these little cliches. They say all this stuff, right? You know, oh, build your list, this and that, right? But I think there's really more to it than just that, right? That's the way it's always been done, right? Or at least in the, you know, ever since I've been online, right? And that's how it is with a lot of businesses, right? I think things have always been done this way, so we'll just continue doing it this way, even if it's wrong, right? I'd say just kind of combat that stuff, right? Combat the general thinking and kind of go against things and try new things out, you know, try new things out that you may not think might work right away, right? Just try it out, right? Try it out. So that's something that I'd say stay away from, right? Is just just doing things just because that's the way they've been done. You know, some stuff will just stay the way it is because that is just the way it is. But I'd say kind of like try some different stuff out, right? So, but yeah, what's it called? So try to stay away from that mentality, right? So try to stick to the truth. The truth is that a lot of stuff is changing, right? You know, social media, like for instance, like a lot of people think, I was watching the Frank Kern video, and he was talking about how he's made more, like, you know, traditional thinking might say, or, you know, the way it's always been done thinking will say, oh, well, just build your email list and focus on that more than anything else, right? And the thing is that I actually watched a video from Frank, and he said that he actually made more money from social media in December of 2018 and January as well. He made like 60 grand from, or no, it was just December, right? He made like 60 grand from just social media posts like this. And then he only made like 20 grand or 19 grand from email marketing, right? So that's kind of going against the normal thinking, right? The way it's always been done, right? For the last couple of years, right? So that's something to think about as well, guys. It's just kind of combat the way it's always been done kind of stuff, right? So yeah, that's something that you should throw in there as well. And that will get you closer to the truth. Because the thing is, times are changing. Social media is absolutely ridiculous, right? And I was kind of ignoring it myself. I was thinking maybe I need to move on. But you know what? It's a fantastic tool. You've never seen anything like this before, where you can reach so many people for free, right? I'm reaching you for free, right? Wherever you may be watching this. Maybe you're watching on YouTube, or maybe you'll see me on Instagram or somewhere else later, because I'm kind of trying something new. So stay away from that. That's the way it's always been done kind of stuff, because I think that kind of thinking is going to pull you away from the truth, right? So the next thing I have is test stuff out for yourself, because people will say all kinds of stuff, right? They'll tell you it can only be this way, that way, done this way, that way, or whatever, right? And the thing is that, and you might even think it's better this way or that, but let your audience tell you how it really is, right? So what's called test stuff out for yourself. You might need to put some money out there, right? Like I did a solo ad recently. A lot of people say, oh, solo ads are dead, right? Well, maybe I test it out for myself and see what's up, right? I see people making money with it, right? So why is it other people are able to make money with it and you're not? Maybe it's not that they're dead. Maybe it's that a lot of people are just doing it wrong. Or maybe it's fake. You know, a lot of people think Facebook ads are not good. Or whatever, because they tried it once or twice and, you know, lost a couple $100 or something like that. And then, what do you know? Like they didn't try to do it again, right? It might be, and yet there's a bunch of people making money with it, a lot of good money with it, but they're not able to make money with it. Does that mean that they're dead or that they don't work? No, it just means that maybe they just didn't do it right. Maybe they didn't do enough testing. So do enough testing for yourself, find out for yourself if this stuff works, and that'll get you closer to the truth, right? The last thing I have for you is you can always poll your audience, right? If you don't know what the truth is, you can always just poll your audience. This kind of goes hand in hand with the other thing. But you can always poll your audience and see what they actually want, right? You can actually do polls inside of Facebook groups, right? In your Facebook groups, you can put little polls saying, hey, would y'all prefer to have this or would y'all prefer to have that? And that could be something that will get you closer to the truth, because you can think up all day, think stuff up all day and think, oh, phone ring. Sorry about that. You think, oh, this is what my audience wants. This is what my audience wants. They want software. They want this. They want automated that. But the thing is that unless you, you can't read their minds. You don't know what they want, right? So I would say it's good to poll them from time to time, ask them questions, maybe on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is. You can ask them questions, and they can give you the answer. Like, let's say you create your first product, right? And then you're like, I don't know what to do now, right? Let me just throw this out there, right? And instead of getting any kind of validation as to what they actually want and getting closer to the truth, you're just kind of pissing in the wind. You're trying to see, you're throwing stuff against the wall and see what'll stick, right? And that's something that it may work, but it probably won't. It probably won't, unless you just get a crap ton of affiliates promoting for you or whatever, and maybe that'll work, right? But I'd say poll your audience and see what they actually want. That way you can maximize your efforts and find the truth out instead of just kind of guessing, right? So that's another thing. You can always poll your audience, and that's a good thing to do because it engages with them. You actually see what they want. Maybe they tell you, maybe there's stuff that they tell you that is going to open your eyes to other stuff, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to throw that out there. I'm trying to do a little more impromptu lives because I've kind of gotten away from that. The truth of the matter is that what was working for me is I used to do a lot of Facebook Lives, and then I got away from that. And what do you know? I saw a drop in how much I was making online. It's because I'm not putting enough goodwill out there towards my audience, right? And giving them good content. I was doing more selling than content. I'm just being honest there. That's the honest truth. And the thing is that I heard a good quote. I think it's like Frank Kern or someone else. I don't know who said it, but they say the amount of money you make is equal to the amount of goodwill you have in the marketplace. Now, I think that's very, 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 that's very true. Because like, if you keep putting good content out there and you get people to like you, kind of like what I'm doing right now, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 or 3 people, then you have an audience of people that are engaging with your stuff. They like you, and then when you ask for the sale, it's not going to be as foreign to them. It's not going to be something that's going to be crazy to them. Right? Like, oh, Uncle Phil's selling something, right? I'm going to go buy something, right? Yesterday, I just started selling something on ClickBank, and I'm going to put a link to it here because I think it's something that can help people get started. And I made a sell, right? I really don't do much on ClickBank, but the truth of the matter is, going back to the truth, is that it doesn't matter what platform you use, right? You can make sales from any platform. It doesn't matter if JZoo, ClickBank, WordPlus, or whatever, right? Maybe you just have to cloak the links or whatever, or you send people to a bridge page. But the truth of the matter is that if you build up a good enough, enough goodwill in the marketplace, people are going to follow you wherever you go. So the truth of the matter here, guys, is that you want to stick to things that build your brand up. You want to stick to the truth, and not get married to one idea just because you think it's just cool. Right? You think it's cool. For a while, I thought I wanted to do binary options, but that's not what I wanted to do. It wasn't congruent with what I really wanted to do. And I didn't even know anything. You have to like something in order to keep doing it, right? I like doing Facebook Live, so I'm going to keep doing that, right? So whatever it is you have going on right now, if you try to stick closer to the truth as to what's going on, right? It might be that you're not doing enough in advertising. Maybe you're not putting enough content out. I guarantee you, most people are not putting enough content out there, right? And I guarantee you probably don't have a good enough follow-up process if you're not seeing good return on your and time investment. Let's put it that way, right? So I would say this, guys: stick closer to the truth. Poll your audience, test stuff for yourself. I'm looking through all my bullet points. Don't stick to this is the way it's always been mentality, because kind of combat that thinking, because that kind of thinking is what keeps people in the same place, right? You don't grow exponentially by doing the same stuff over and over, unless it's just, you're being consistent with something. Try to, combat that stuff, right? Try something different, right? Maybe, like me, I've always been doing Facebook, but maybe I need to do a little more Instagram, right? Or maybe I need to do more YouTube, right? That's the problem, because Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, they're all different. Or maybe I could do all 3, right? So just something to think about, guys. I hope you all get something out of this. And what's it called? Right now, I'm promoting a little something, guys, some blatant pitch or whatever. That's going to help people get started with helping them with, kind of like getting the wheels turning, right? Because what helped me get started was actually doing some copywriting, right? Now, that's the wrong one. So I started off with a kind of a done-for-you method, right? Like I bought something from Michael Chaney. And let me see if I can find this darn link. And it helped me out, right? But that was back in the day. Now I found something kind of comparable. It's a little bit more in my voice, right? And it helped me with what's called getting these like little done-for-you emails. It's what helped me start putting posts on social media and getting people to pay attention to what I had to say. And that was really cool for me, because that got me into copywriting, and copywriting led to videos and blogging and writing emails and all this stuff, guys. And I guarantee you that if you have nothing else going on right now, or maybe you kind of struggling with your emails or whatever, and you're not mailing your list. I know I've done that before myself. You haven't mailed them in a month or a week or 2 weeks or whatever, or even a couple of days, right? If you think that's a long time, I guarantee you that you need to put more content out there. It might be emails, it might be videos, it might be social media posts, but put more content out there and start getting more people to engage with your stuff. Because if you don't do that, then you're gonna people are gonna forget about you. They're not gonna get that know, like, and trust factor is not gonna be out there, and you're gonna be further away from the truth. And the truth is, you're not making enough content. You're not making enough pitching. You're not pitching enough, right? Or you don't have a good call to action. Or you have no call to action whatsoever, right? And that's a problem. That was a problem for me when I first started. I didn't really know when to pitch this and that. But the thing is that you should always pitch something. Maybe not always a sold product, but maybe it might be that you want people to, connect with you on YouTube or come to your Facebook group, right? But have some kind of call to action in your content, right? That way you leave all these little calling cards, right? Like it's like me doing these Facebook Lives. I'm going to leave a little calling card to a group, or maybe to an offer that I'm promoting, or some other thing that's going to lead to a little hoop that people have to jump through in order to keep, in order to go to the next level with me, or in order to help them in some way, right? That little thing is going to help them, and if they trust me, and trust me enough, they're going to do that. And guys, I hope you got something out of this. I hope you get closer to the truth, because that's really what's going to make you more money when it's all said and done, right? So thank you so much. I got to head out now, and I hope you have an awesome day. And give me a thumbs up and comment below if you have any additional tips. And share with somebody you think that might enjoy it, all right? Have a good day. Thanks, guys.